The land of the Americas, today divided into the two great continents of North and South America, holds one of the oldest and most colorful chapters in human history. Long before the arrival of European nations, this vast region was home to numerous civilizations, tribes, and empires that gave it a vibrant and diverse cultural legacy through their unique art, religion, languages, and social systems. Among the most renowned of these were the Aztec, Maya, and Inca civilizations, while in North America, tribes such as the Iroquois, Cherokee, Apache, Navajo, Sioux, Mohawk, and many others lived across different geographical regions. The arrival of European explorers, beginning with Christopher Columbus in 1492, dramatically transformed these ancient worlds. Yet before their downfall, these societies had already achieved remarkable advancements in art, science, religion, agriculture, and social organization, achievements that continue to inspire admiration and wonder in human history. According to the common theory about the peopling of the Americas, humans first arrived around 15,000 to 20,000 years ago from northeastern Asia, Siberia, crossing a land bridge known as the Bering Land Bridge into present-day Alaska. Over time, these early peoples gradually spread throughout North and South America. As hunter-gatherers, they adapted to different climates and landscapes, developing diverse cultures. Some became skilled farmers and potters, while others specialized in hunting, fishing, and warfare. From this diversity emerged the great civilizations that shaped the ancient history of the Americas. The Maya civilization. The Maya civilization flourished in present-day Mexico, Guatemala, Belize, Honduras, and El Salvador. It began around 2000 BCE and declined after 900 CE. The Maya were not only expert farmers, but also made extraordinary advances in mathematics, astronomy, and architecture. Their cities, such as Tikal, Palenque, and Calakmul, still stand as testaments to their intellectual and artistic genius. The Maya were among the first in the world to conceive the idea of zero, created complex calendars, and accurately charted the movements of the sun, moon, and planets. Religiously, the Maya practiced polytheism, worshiping gods of the sun, rain, maize, and war. Their temples and pyramids were centers of worship, where ritual sacrifices formed a crucial part of their belief system. Maya languages are still spoken in parts of Central America today, and their archaeological sites attract visitors from around the world. The Aztec civilization. The Aztec Empire rose to prominence in the 14th century when they established their grand capital Tenochtitlan, located on the site of modern-day Mexico City. Built on an artificial island in a lake, the city had a population in the hundreds of thousands, comparable to the largest European cities of that era. The Aztecs were organized, militaristic, and deeply religious. Their society was hierarchical, ruled by an emperor known as the Huey Tlatoani, and divided into classes of nobles, priests, artisans, farmers, and slaves. Their economy depended primarily on agriculture, especially maize, corn, beans, tomatoes, and cacao. They developed a highly sophisticated floating farm system called chinampa, allowing cultivation on water. Religion was central to Aztec life. They worshipped the sun god Huitzilopochtli and believed human sacrifice was essential to maintain cosmic balance. When Hernán Cortés arrived in 1519, the Aztec Empire was at its peak, but European weaponry, diseases, and internal divisions quickly led to its downfall. The Inca civilization. The Inca Empire, the greatest civilization of South America, was centered in present-day Peru, extending into Bolivia, Ecuador, Chile, and Argentina. Its capital was Cusco, and the famed Machu Picchu remains one of the marvels of ancient architecture. The Incas rose to power in the 13th century and were conquered in the 16th century by the Spanish under Francisco Pizarro. They were exceptional administrators and engineers. The Inca built thousands of miles of mountain roads, complex irrigation systems, and terraced fields that made even the rocky Andes productive. Their emperor, called the Sapa Inca, was considered the son of the sun, and they worshipped the sun god Inti. Interestingly, the Incas had no written language, but they developed a knot-based recording system called quipu, used to store numerical and administrative data. North American tribes. Unlike the centralized empires of Central and South America, North American tribes were mostly organized into independent, clan-based societies. Their economies relied on agriculture, hunting, fishing, and trade, adapted to each region's environment. 1. Iroquois Confederacy. A powerful alliance of 6 tribes: Mohawk, Onondaga, Seneca, Cayuga, Oneida, and later Tuscarora. The Iroquois established a constitutional system of governance based on representation and mutual consensus. Some historians believe their model influenced the early structure of the U.S. Constitution. 2. Cherokee living in the southeastern U.S., Georgia, Tennessee, and the Carolinas. The Cherokee were skilled in farming, hunting, and pottery. In the 19th century, they developed their own written language, syllabary, created by Sequoyah, an extraordinary achievement. 3. Navajo and Apache. In the American Southwest, these tribes were known for their independence, weaving, and oral traditions. Their culture viewed the earth as sacred, emphasizing harmony with nature. 4. Sioux. Inhabiting the Great Plains, the Sioux depended heavily on bison hunting. Their warrior culture, spirituality, and devotion to freedom earned them a unique place in North American history. Beliefs, art, and science. Spirituality and nature-based beliefs were central to Native American civilizations. They regarded the earth, sun, moon, water, animals, and natural forces as sacred manifestations of divine power. Their temples, pyramids, and stone monuments reflected both faith and artistry. The Maya and Aztecs achieved astonishing feats in architecture. Their pyramids rivaled those of Egypt, though of a different style. The Inca, in turn, constructed enduring stone cities in the Andes without using mortar. North American tribes expressed art through tents, totem poles, wood carvings, and colorful woven rugs. Music and dance were integral to their religious and social life, featuring drums, flutes, and chant-like songs in spiritual ceremonies. The Maya, Aztec, and Inca civilizations made revolutionary advances in agricultural science, developing terraced farms, artificial lakes, irrigation systems, and selective breeding of plants. The Incas introduced the potato and quinoa to the world, while the Maya placed maize, corn, at the center of both their economy and religion. In astronomy, the Maya calendar remains celebrated for its accuracy. They created a 365-day solar calendar and a 260-day ritual calendar, combining them to measure long cycles of time. The coming of Europeans. The arrival of Christopher Columbus in 1492 changed the course of American history. European powers, particularly Spain, Portugal, France, England, and the Netherlands, began a fierce race to colonize the continent. The epidemic diseases they brought, smallpox, measles, and plague, decimated millions of native peoples, whose bodies had no immunity to them. The Aztec Empire fell to Cortes in 1521, and the Inca Empire to Pizarro in 1533. In North America, European settlers established colonies, displacing native tribes into reservations. Their languages, religions, and traditions were suppressed, and many cultures were lost forever. Legacy. Although European colonization destroyed these civilizations, their legacy endures. The Maya calendar, Inca engineering, and Aztec art remain subjects of global study and admiration. Indigenous languages and traditions still live on among millions of people today. Across the Americas, native groups continue to fight for their rights, lands, and cultural identity. Their civilizations prove that human progress is not the heritage of any single race or region, but the shared legacy of all those who lived in harmony with nature across the world.